Hello everyone, it's Heather, and today is Saturday, November 27th, 2021. It's the Saturday after Thanksgiving, and I'm going to insert some footage here to show you what's happening right now. It is currently snowing in great big fat flakes. It's coming down really fast and hard, and everything is getting very quickly covered with snow. I got up half an hour ago and it wasn't snowing then, and by the time I came downstairs just a minute ago, it had started snowing like this. So the kids are going to be very excited because our plan for today is to put up the Christmas tree. So this is perfect. This is the perfect thing you want to happen when you're going to put up your Christmas tree, because it really puts you in the mood for Christmas. We planned on putting the tree up today. We usually do put it up around this day, but honestly, I've been kind of dreading it. I've talked about this a couple times, but if you remember last year, we had a big trip planned over Thanksgiving. It was going to be our first time flying since during the pandemic and everything, and we ended up canceling it because case numbers were going up so rapidly right at Thanksgiving time, and the CDC actually advised that nobody travel. And so we listened and did not take that trip. And I was pretty bummed about that because I had all these neat things planned and we didn't get to go. And so I decided to throw us just straight into Christmas, and we were going to do all Christmas stuff and totally focus on having this really great Christmas since we didn't get to take our trip. Bought a new Christmas tree, and I documented that, and I'll put a link to that whole playlist up here from last Christmas. We had ordered a tree, and then it was not a good tree, and we ended up sending it back, and then we ended up having to go to a physical store and buy a Christmas tree, and that was a big deal for us, and we were very excited about getting our tree set up and everything. And then it was just a couple days later that I fell down the stairs and fractured both my ankles and still have not recovered from the torn ligaments in my right ankle. And so I was kind of dreading putting up the tree today, because anything physical like that where I have to be up on my feet a lot, and this is going to involve moving some furniture here in the living room and getting the Christmas tree box out and standing to put the ornaments on the tree. I mean, hopefully the kids will be able to do most of it under my direction, but it's going to be harder than usual, I guess is what I'm getting at. Because I'm in chronic pain, I'm in pain all the time. I mean, I'm in pain right now sitting here, and I've been awake for less than an hour, and I'm already in a lot of pain in my ankle. When you're in chronic pain all the time, you don't have much energy. I have a real loss of energy. I feel kind of fatigued all the time. And I'm sure added to that, which I mentioned before, I think in my last ankle update, is because I injured my ankle and because I can't take my daily walks and get the exercise like I used to, I've gained quite a bit of weight. Adds to the problem of probably more weight on that ankle and also less energy. So it's just all tied together. It's really a bummer. We debated between putting up the Christmas tree yesterday on Friday or today. Megan also always does the laundry on Saturdays. And since the bins with all the Christmas decorations are in the basement and she has to go to the basement to do laundry anyway, she's been doing all the laundry herself for a year now, by the way. She figured that since she's going to have to be going up and down from the basement anyway to do the laundry and switch loads and all that it would be simplest to do the tree on the same day, because then she can just bring up, when she goes down, to put a load of laundry in or switch it to the dryer or whatever, she can easily bring up a bin of decorations at the same time, and it'll be more efficient. The kids are not up yet. It's 9:30 in the morning. I let them sleep in, but they're going to be excited to see this snow. We don't have a lot of decorations anyway, and I've really toned down and done less decorating the older I've gotten. I just don't see the point of it. It's just a lot of work. And I mean, the main thing is the tree, and it does look very pretty here in this front window. You can see it from outside and things like that. And I have all my Christmas shopping done, but it's all just sitting in bags and boxes up in my room. I need to wrap it all. I haven't had the tree to put it under, so I haven't done any of that. One of the things is, for many years, the dining room table was a central thing that I would decorate for each season. I had lots of tablecloths and table runners and decorative centerpieces and things like that. And I don't use any of that anymore because, at least for the past few years, the table has become like the kids' desk. We did debate about selling the dining room table and chairs and buying them actual desks, but we decided against it just because of how it looks in the room. And so they use I'm not going to make that. Where are they going to put it? I mean, Ben has his pretty fixed in place setup there with his whole computer setup. So it would really be a pain. And so I don't put anything there anymore. I'll show you again really quick here what it looks like, how much snow has come down already. Okay, it's 10:30 and I'm a little frustrated right now because I really would like to do this. I'd really like to get going with putting the tree up. I was hoping to actually get the tree up this morning so then we could decorate it in the afternoon. But the kids are still not up. I went up and woke Megan up at 10 o'clock and I've done everything I need to do like on my computer and stuff. And I sat here studying my Italian and I still didn't hear her moving around or anything. And so a few minutes ago, I yelled up to her and I said, "Are you up?" And she said yes, but she was obviously still in bed. And now just a minute ago, I heard her walk to the bathroom. So I'm kind of frustrated about that. And it's pretty weird for Ben to sleep this late because now I'm hungry. I didn't eat any breakfast because I thought we'd do this right away, and have lunch a little earlier maybe. Morning is when I feel the best. Morning is when I have the most energy, and morning is when my ankle hurts the least. And morning is when I want to do things. And I am very frequently prevented from doing the things I want to because the kids don't get going. All right, I'm going to try to get some things started that maybe I can do on my own. The first thing is we have 6 chairs for our dining room table, but with all 6 chairs around the table, it's too crowded for the kids, like for their legs to sit there. And so 3 of them are sitting here along the back of the couch. But the love seat needs to go there so that the Christmas tree can go in front of the front window. There's a fan because we've been having a lot of trouble with air conditioning with our house. That's one of the big reasons we want to move. It's a real problem. We don't have central air. When we first bought the house, we had 5 window air conditioners, and we're down to 2. And there's a long story behind that, but it's not enough. And I don't want to spend another summer in this house. Last summer was unbearable. But okay, so we got all these fans, but I don't know where to put them. There's a fan sitting here. Okay, so I'm just going to move it out of the way and try to move these chairs, which is not going to be easy for me. The other problem with these chairs is the legs are all falling off. I've screwed them back in many, 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 many times, but the legs just keep falling off. So that's another reason we don't want to sit in them. I can already tell they're not going to fit. I can fit 2 chairs there, but not all 3. So I don't know where I'm going to put the 3rd chair. And that really hurt to do that. So this chair also has to move temporarily, like over there, so that we can pull the love seat out. The love seat needs to go right here. My alternative plan was to put the love seat here, which we have done that in the past, and we might have to do that because I can't fit all 3 chairs there. Also, I'm not supposed to ever lift or move anything heavy because of my heart condition. I'm basically just pushing it Because I can't lift it. There's a place here where there's two rugs, and I have to be careful not to catch the legs of the love seat on the rugs. So you have to lift it, so I might have to wait for Megan. So yes, I'm basically shoving the love seat with my one good leg. That's how I'm moving it. Why do you think I'm so intimidated about moving? I would have to hire movers. There's no way I can move this stuff myself. But I don't have the money for that, so... I got it over the edge of the rug. This really hurts. I tried to move those first, but they didn't fit.
Okay.
All three chairs won't fit there.
Okay.
And so I couldn't figure out where to put the third chair.
Okay.
So
You did it! Oh my gosh, are you dead?
yeah, my head hurts.
Your what hurts?
Everything.
Your heart?
Yeah.
Your heart hurts?
No!
Oh my god.
Sorry. It hurts because you're not the one who helping me.
Good morning.
Okay, can you put that back?
Yes, I can.
Thank you.
Yes, I can. Without scraping the floor, maybe not.
There's already a huge bunch of scrape marks where the one leg of that chair has worn off the finish. Okay, thank you, Meg.
Like 2.
Okay, so. Okay, Meg is here. And look at, she's festive. Yay! So now Megan's running up to get the laundry. Okay, so I've got the fan just sitting there. That's a bag of stuff I don't know where to put. One thing about old houses, they don't have good storage. So we often don't know where to put things. That fan will not fit in that closet because that closet is full of a vacuum cleaner, a suitcase, many backpacks, tennis rackets, and a cello. So the fan will not go in here. Okay, but here's what we did. So we had to move this chair temporarily. See where the floor's gotten all scuffed from the one leg. And moved the love seat from where it was in front of the window over to here. It's actually quite cozy. Ben had wanted it over here because he likes it when the couch and love seat are back to back. It is kind of neat. But yeah, I couldn't fit these 3 dining room chairs in that spot. It's not, well, obviously a love seat is like 2 people. So I don't know what I would have done with the 3rd chair. So this is fine. In some years, we have put either just our little Christmas tree, we have a little one too, or we've had 2 Christmas trees. And the little one sits right there in the corner by the fireplace, but we're not going to put that up this year. Let me give you a note about our fireplace. This is a wood-burning fireplace, and you can see it's been used in the past. In fact, I think when we first moved in, there were logs in there, and my ex-husband took them out. It's zip-tied because my youngest, Benjamin, who we called affectionately Destructo Cutimundus when he was a toddler, used to get into everything. He pulled everything out of the cupboards. He pulled books off shelves. He pulled video DVDs and threw them everywhere. He was a very into everything toddler, and he used to get into that fireplace all the time and get all covered with soot and crap. And so we tried a couple different things, and he would still get in there. And so the zip tie has been there since he was a toddler because it was to keep him out of the fireplace. Okay, so the chimney goes up there. But here's the thing. The chimney currently ends in the attic. They took the chimney down when they redid our roof in 2004 because it was unsafe. The story of our roof is quite a story. We bought the house knowing that it needed a new roof. And then we were blessed because there was a giant windstorm in the spring of 2004 that blew all the remaining shingles off the roof and all over the yard. And so our insurance adjuster came and said, oh, that's an insurance claim. And so our homeowner's insurance paid for the entire new roof. That's the only reason I was able to put a new roof on this house, because it was like, at the time, it was like $8,000 some dollars, $7,000, $8,000 to redo the roof. For reference, they're now telling me I need the roof replaced again in the next 4 years, they said. That's why I want to get out of this. That's one of the other reasons I want to get out of this house as soon as possible, because I can't afford a new roof, because they said now it would be about $15,000 to replace the roof now, depending on what shingles I chose and what company I went with. My dad just had his roof replaced, way overdue. My dad got his last roof in like the 80s,
Oh my gosh.
I think, yeah. And it was leaking pretty bad, and he was having all sorts of issues, and he just never had enough money to replace it. He finally just got it replaced this fall. His is way smaller than ours. It's just a simple angle, triangle, up, down, very, very simple roof. Nowhere near as high as ours or with as many like peaks and valleys and stuff. And he got one estimate for $5,500 from some place in a really small town near us, and he went with that one because it was the least expensive. The other ones he got were all around $10,000. So just to give you an idea how much roofs cost, I was hugely pregnant with Megan, and they were redoing the roof. And when they went around the chimney on the roof, they came to me and said, the chimney is falling down. You know, I mean, it'd probably been there since 1880. And they said, we really recommend you take it down. You know, and we didn't have any real plans to ever burn wood in this fireplace, because Andrew, who at the time was like 6-7 years old, has asthma. And wood burning fireplace is not good for people with asthma. So I said, yeah, go ahead and take it down. And so they, you know, carefully took the chimney down. And if you go in our attic, which I'm not going to do, because that's, okay, they're not up there now, but yeah. Okay, also it's been completely blown insulated since, and I don't want to mess that up. Before they blew the insulation in, when we still went up there, and like we used to keep our Christmas decorations and stuff up there, there are stairs. There's actual stairs to our attic. There's actually lots of stairs in this house that don't get used. There's a secret stairway. There's a servant stairway on the other side of this chimney that is actually hidden under the floor of Megan's closet. There's a second stairway. Our neighbors in the other big Victorian on the other corner, they have their second stairway open. They have it open up, so they have the 2 full stairways. This house does have 2 full stairways from the first floor to the second floor, but our second stairway is hidden inside walls that it goes to an external door, which was the servant's entrance. It comes out in what we are using as Megan's closet. It comes out in a doorway. We built a floor over it, and there's closet rods in there, so it could, because Megan doesn't have a closet in her bedroom. And then also, lucky Megan has the doorway to the stairway to the attic in her bedroom, which goes over that stairway. So they're on top of each other. So anyway, cool architectural facts of really old houses. Since this can't burn wood, my ex-husband and I had always planned to put in a gas insert. You can put a gas insert into a wood-burning fireplace and have it just be a switch. And I think that would have been awesome and really nice. And they just run then a metal little chimney pipe out the side of your house to vent it, to vent the gas or whatever. But again, not something we ever had the money for, and my husband didn't make it a priority, and so we never did it. But so if whoever buys this house after us wants this to be a working fireplace, they're either going to have a brick mason come and rebuild the chimney through the roof out of the attic, because it ends at the ceiling of the attic. It just stops. The chimney goes up into the attic, and then it just stops at the ceiling. or they're going to have to hire somebody to come in and put a gas insert in here and have it be a gas fireplace. The 2 rental places I had prior to living here, townhouses, both had gas fireplaces. The one we lived in right before we moved in here and the one that just Andrew and I lived in before that, before I got married, both had gas fireplaces. And I loved having a gas fireplace. So I really would like to, that'd be a bonus if when we move, we can find a place that has a gas fireplace. I think that'd be nice. But it's not, it's not a need, but it's nice. Back to the roof story. So I'm hugely pregnant. They take down the chimney. I'm going to have this baby girl any day. And I have a huge German Shepherd. My huge German Shepherd. Let me show you Shannon. Here's Shannon. Isn't she beautiful? She was our German Shepherd. And that's actually a picture of her right next to... Oh no. Is that by the living room window? Yeah, it's by that window where the Christmas tree is going to go. Hi, Meg. And Megan knows what I'm going to tell you right now. Oh, Shannon's actually here. Jeez, is that going to open? Shannon's actually right here in this box. These are her ashes. If you've never had a loved one cremated, by the way, ashes are surprisingly heavy. We also saved some of her fur. See that? So her ashes are here, and we asked the veterinarian to save some of her fur so we could touch it if we wanted to. So it's tucked in there in a little bag. Isn't that nice? Okay, so that's Shannon. So I'm hugely pregnant with this beautiful girl, and my very loyal doggie was extremely distressed. Yes, here's Megan being the big loyal doggie. She was extremely distressed that roofers were out in the yard and stuff was falling from the sky and into the yard, and she didn't understand what was going on. And you can see this? That's where she chewed. She chewed on the windowsill because she was anxious, because she did not like that there were these men in the yard and stuff falling from the sky. Megan, demonstrate for us what she did. She put her paws up and freaked out and shattered this window. Not the original stained glass up above, but just this huge pane of glass here. Andrew and I were in the den watching TV, and we heard her bark and heard her smash her front paws against the glass and heard the glass shatter.
I didn't. I don't know why I'm not.
You were in the womb, yeah. You probably heard it too. And we ran over here and,
I have a memory of the roofers on the roof from supposedly when I was in the womb, so.
Okay, that's weird.
I never know.
So the glass was everywhere and there were bloody paw prints all over the floor. Megan just asked, how did I clean those up? Good question. I don't know. I must have wiped them up somehow. My immediate concern obviously was my dog was injured. And I think it was like a Friday night or something. It was after the vet was closed. And so we had to call the emergency vet line. And we took her to the vet. And here's me, giant pregnant, my little son with me, taking my big old German Shepherd to the vet. Her paws were all cut from the glass, just her front paws. And they glued them. They didn't want to stitch them because, just a walk on them. And so they glued her paws together. Worked. She was fine. She was totally fine. And then the next day we had to have the glass guy come and replace the window.
What month was that?
This was mere days before Megan was born.
Okay, so it was May at least.
It was May.
So it wasn't winter and there wasn't snow.
No, it was May 2004. But here was the additional problem. It kept raining. And our roof took weeks for them to do. It should have taken like 3-4 days. And they kept having to cover it all up with tarps and leave because it kept raining and they couldn't finish. I ended up having the baby. I had Megan and I was in the hospital. No, you were my easy delivery. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Megan was I didn't have any complications with Megan at all. She was my easy one. So I was only there however long you stay in the hospital for an easy, uncomplicated delivery. 24 hours, 36, I don't know. They finished the roof the morning we brought the baby home from the hospital. So it was like down to the wire. Because obviously when I bring this newborn home and I'm tired because I just had a baby, I don't want pounding and nail guns and all that stuff happening above my head. Not to mention the dog is still having an anxiety attack. So, by the way, our dog, Shannon, our German Shepherd, was so good with my babies. I had 2 babies, in the time we had her. And we went to the dogs and babies class. I really recommend that if you're ever having a baby and you have a dog. And also I would recommend if you have little kids in your home, this seems weird, but you want the biggest dog possible. If you have small children, you want a big dog. You don't want a little dog. Little dogs are yippy and high-strung and don't have a lot of tolerance for things that kids do to dogs. Kids sit on the dog and they lean on the dog and they pull on the dog's tail and they would ride Shannon like a pony, and they when she's laying on the floor, they're like lay on her, and they want to pet the dog and touch its head and play with its ears. And these are all things that can really upset a dog. But big dogs are...
It doesn't hurt them as much.
Yeah, exactly.
They're way bigger and heavier than us.
Right. They're bigger than the kids. And so it doesn't bother them because it's just kind of a mild irritation. It's like, okay, whatever. My kids are, And Shannon, being a herding breed, was also very helpful with the children. When we would go on walks... say the whole family, the 5 of us or whatever, would go on a walk. If one of the kids ran too far ahead, Shannon would herd them. She would go up there and be like, get back with the group, And the place was really noticeable was when Ben, like I mentioned before, Destructo Cunimundus, when Ben was a toddler, Ben wanted to go play in the yard, in the fenced-in yard all the time, and Shannon had to be out there with him. And like if we were on a walk and Ben would get too close to the curb, Shannon would she would physically nudge him back toward the sidewalk. She was very protective and nurturing of the kids, even though a lot of people think of German Shepherds as being very vicious. I'm sure she would have defended us. If somebody broke into the house or something, I was not scared because Shannon was here. Especially after my husband left, it was a comfort to have Shannon. And when she died, she passed away in her sleep. She died in her sleep. It was May also. In 2013, she was just shy of 10 years old. And they say with a German Shepherd, 10 years is about what you can expect, and anything past that is a bonus. Her breeder that we bought her from, he suspects, I talked to him after she died, he thinks she probably had, what do you call it? The thing where their digestive system twists. Like Marley, in Marley and Me. He thinks that's what happened to her. And I think he's probably right based on the behavior she was exhibiting that day. Ben's up. Yay. But she died in her sleep. We were very, very sad. And the kids, I would say especially, I don't know, all 3 of you really, wanted to get another dog. I didn't want to get another dog. I love dogs. I love them. If I'd known we would still have been in this house this long after she died, because now it's been almost 9 years since she died, I probably would have gotten another dog. But I didn't know we were still going to be in this house that long. And I was worried if we wanted to move sooner than, if we ever move, that we would be in a situation where we would be trying to find a rental that would allow a dog. And that really limits your options for moving into a rental if you have pets. I actually would prefer to go into a rental that does not allow pets, and that's because of allergies. We're not allergic to dogs, but we're very allergic to cats, all of us. And I would rather be in a place that they never allow pets because then I know nobody's had a cat in there. I was worried about that, and then also just, I did all the work of the dog. I'm the one that... Yeah, you guys were little. And Andrew went off to college right after that. And dogs are expensive. She kept getting hot spots at the end. If you don't know what those are, it's weird. And they lick off all their... But every time she got a hot spot, it was $80 at the vet. And she got like 5 of them, like all in a row, like weeks apart. And, you know, dogs are very food, vet visits, grooming. What else do you pay for? I don't know. Just the dog was $4,000. Just the dog was $4,000. You know, there's a lot of expense that goes into a dog, and there's a lot of time that goes into a dog. And then the other thing is, as I've talked about many times, I want to travel more. I want to travel a lot more, and I don't want to keep putting my dog at the doggy hotel. When we traveled, the little bit that we traveled in between when we got Shannon and when she died, which wasn't very much, we did always put her in a pet hotel, you know, boarding while we were gone, and she would get very depressed. She needed to be with her family, and she would get very sad, and she wouldn't eat. And that's an expense to board your dog when you travel. So the lifestyle I want to have is not conducive to owning a dog. All right, so here's the fireplace. Here's the den. Okay, cozy little TV room, basically. Okay, and my study is through there. This is a bathroom. Okay, in this closet, I have shoved the other fans. See, we bought a bunch of these because we were so hot. This is kind of, we have board games in here. Board games. Halloween costumes. That's a Merida wig. Okay. Oh, here's my boots. And my 2 keyboards. Why do we have so many keyboards? My keyboard. Okay, and my son Andrew's giant game of Risk, which he does not have with him. And then under all of this is the Christmas tree. The Christmas tree is here. So somehow, this, by the way, is the bottom of those stairs I was talking about. See how it angles? This closet is under the stairs that go, the secret stairs. So the secret stairs are behind this wall, and they go outside right there, and then they go up, and they up over this closet, and they come out in the hallway upstairs. But they're covered right now, so they can be a closet for Megan. So this box, this is why I was dreading it. This is just going to be a trick. I don't know how we're going to get that. How did we get that in there? There's a bin. Was this bin here?
No, we moved it.
This is a pain. I've got my boots on because it snowed. Here's my car. See, it snowed. It stops now. Not a lot. Little bit on the roof. I think it'll probably melt again because it's gonna get warm. But I'm going to run some errands right now. Ah, the joys of winter in Wisconsin. Okay. You may be wondering, why didn't I park in the garage? All right, well, there's 4 reasons. One, I did not know it was going to snow today. So if I know it's going to snow, especially if I know it's going to snow a lot, I will put the car in the garage. Both because I don't want to have to scrape off the whole car of snow. Today wasn't too bad. There wasn't very much. Didn't take that long. But also because my sweet, kind neighbor, I gave him my snowblower. Well, we exchanged. I don't know. I give him money for gas. He snow blows for me. So if we get a lot of snow, he needs to be able to get out there and snow blow. And obviously it's a lot easier for him to snow blow in my driveway if my car isn't sitting in it. The other reasons I don't park in the garage, in general, are it's not really a garage. It's more like a horse shed. And my ex-husband did some not smart things to the interior of it, and I don't have a lot of confidence in its structural integrity. And I'm a little afraid it might collapse one day and fall on me, my children, or my car. So that's another reason. And then also, I mentioned, I think in a previous video, that our garage has no electricity because the electricity came from a electrical cord or whatever under the patio from the house to the garage. They're not attached. And our electrician discovered a few years ago that it's broken, or the chipmunks chewed it or something, but there's no connection anymore. So he actually disconnected it completely, so there's no electricity going to the garage now at all. And he put in an outside plug in the place that, like a heavy duty exterior outlet with covers in the place that the power used to come out of the house to go to the garage. So there's still an outlet outside if you needed to plug something in, but there's no light in the garage is the big thing. And since we know it gets dark at 4:30, not being able to see in the garage is kind of a problem. The other thing is it's very, very, very small and tight, and it's very hard for me to get in and out of the car with my ankle. Just all the time, but especially since I hurt my ankle, it's very hard for me to get in and out of the car in the garage. Okay, I'm at the library. I'm not going inside. I just have to return some stuff. Be right back. There's a group of maskless teenage girls blocking the sidewalk, so I'm waiting for them to move. They're taking Instagram photos. Still taking pictures. Okay, I guess I can see it. I think they like the way the snow looks against the brick wall of the library. It does look kind of cool. They're doing selfies now with the timer right here. Okay, so they're having fun. I don't know, whatever. Our town does have all its Christmas decorations up. They've been up for, maybe a week. We have lovely Christmas trees, stockings, candy canes, snowmen, and Santa Clauses that hang from the light poles all over downtown. We also have a drive-through Christmas experience in one park, like a really big one. And then in the little park here in front of me, that's along the river, they've started putting a lot of lights. All the little trees and stuff have lights on them, and I know there's going to be some big tree lighting thing coming up. Ankle. Coming up here sometime. I don't know. I don't really pay attention to events anymore because of the pandemic, I don't want to go where there's going to be a lot of people crowded. We also have a Christmas parade. No, we're not the town in Wisconsin that already had the Christmas parade where the guy drove through the crowd and killed a bunch of people. That was in Waukesha in southeastern Wisconsin. That was very, very sad. I feel very bad about that. That was horrible. Kind of makes me even less inclined to go to our town's Christmas parade now. I mean, I know it's very unlikely the same thing would happen twice, but we stopped going to the Christmas parade years ago. Whoa, it's slippery. It's icy. We stopped going to the Christmas parade quite a while ago. Megan was actually on Santa's float one year. They have a coloring contest, and they randomly, it wasn't based on your coloring ability. All the kids in like all the schools, they give them like a picture to color, and then they hang up their pictures all over town and all the store windows and stuff. It's really neat. And so, you know, the kids can go and walk around downtown and find their picture that they colored. And then it's just the elementary school kids. And then from the pictures that are submitted, they randomly drew 2, 3, 4, I don't know, a few kids' names. And those kids get to wear special costumes and ride in the Christmas parade on the float with Santa and Mrs. Claus. And Megan got chosen one year when she was about 7, 8 years old. I don't know. I'll insert a picture if I can find one right here. But we stopped going quite a few years ago because, first of all, it's so cold. It's so cold, and it's very, very crowded. Even before the pandemic, I was not comfortable with how crowded it was, and it can be really hard to get a spot and be able to see. And the other reason I stopped going to parades several years ago is what the heck with throwing all the candy? I don't understand that. I don't know why they throw so much candy. But that was not how it was when I was a kid. It wasn't even that way when my kids were really little. It's only been like in the past, I don't know, 10 years, I guess. They just throw so much candy, and kids go home with a bag full of candy. And they don't even really watch the parade because they're basically just jumping all over each other trying to get this candy that people throw. And I don't like that at all. I think it makes it too, I guess, materialistic, if you would. And so we stopped going to the parades because it just, I don't like them anymore. I mean, like, I like a good Disney parade, but they're not throwing candy at you at Disney. It's just to see the floats and see the stuff in the parade. So I think that's what it should be. I don't know why. Is that a thing where you live? That they throw an excessive amount of candy at parades? It's become like, I don't know, Lord of the Flies with these kids fighting for candy. I don't get it. Okay. I'm at McDonald's because we decided that with putting up the tree and everything, we don't want to have to mess with cooking lunch. And I'll show you, I talked in our day in the life video about how our McDonald's was rebuilt and put in this nice new double driveway, so I'll show you that.
Hi, welcome to McDonald's. How can I help you today?
Hi, could I have a filet of fish meal with a Coke and a cheeseburger Happy Meal plain with extra fries and a chocolate milk, and 1 large fry and 1 medium vanilla shake. Oh, you do have the holiday pies. Can I get 2 holiday pies? Actually, 3 holiday pies. 3 holiday pies.
Would that be all?
Yes.
Your total is $24.19 as a mix window.
Okay, thanks. I don't know if Megan likes them, but Megan's kind of become basically a vegetarian, so she doesn't eat meat, so she just gets fries and a shake from McDonald's now. And so if she does like it, that'll give her something else to eat. Hi. Thank you. They also wear masks at McDonald's, which I greatly appreciate. Good job, McDonald's. Good job to all the companies that are protecting their customers and employees by requiring masks. All right, we've had lunch. We watched the last episode of season 2 of Friends. And Megan is making an effort to get the tree out of the closet. Megan brought up a couple of the Christmas boxes. This top one, I might have showed this last year, is our wreath. Isn't that pretty? So, this goes out on the porch. I feel kind of weird putting up these welcome signs when we really don't want anyone to come over right now because of the pandemic. But we have a bunch of these for like every season. And I keep them in this bench that my cousin made for me, actually. He made this bench for me, which it has storage inside, see? And I have a whole bunch of these wood decorative things in there. He also made that little table for me. So now, this doesn't really have a top. Doesn't really matter which way you hang it. By the way, there's the second door from when this house was apartments. And so you can see, here's our front door, and this is actually a wooden storm door, and we have another one sitting right here that was on this, but it may, when we put this hutch here, we couldn't open it. It bumped into the hutch. So my ex-husband took it off, and it's just been sitting there ever since. And I just like the way the front door looks by itself anyway. But so we think there must have been a door here maybe. I don't know, maybe they put a door there. I don't know, but I don't see any evidence of hinges or anything. But so they would have come in here and then just gone straight up the stairs. But like I said, that was way back in like the 20s and 30s. Okay, so the wreath is put up. This box, I think we have 4 Christmas boxes. This one, okay. This is bulbs and a few ornaments and like the garland, like the beading. Okay, it was something of a puzzle. We had to pull this stuff out. We got the box as far as here, and we're not even gonna try to take it out in the living room. We're just taking the pieces out and carrying them. There's only 4 pieces. The stand set up and the bottom in. Good job. Okay, we got the tree together, and I've been kind of gradually fluffing out the branches, but we have it plugged in, but it's not lighting up, and not even the bottom section is lighting up.
There's 3 plugs that aren't plugged into things.
And there's plugs, and we can't figure out how to plug the sections into each other. We can't, all we have is the ones with the prongs. We can't find the things that they plug into. Megan has gotten the sheet from the box.
Red labeled extension cord.
One of the extension, what?
It's probably
That's green.
Okay, Megan thinks she found it.
Here, I'll do it.
I want to do it.
It was,
I wanted to do it.
I trust myself.
I don't trust you at all.
I don't trust you at all.
Well, I'm plugging these 2 in.
isn't this fun?
I know what I'm doing. I don't know.
Oh, the top lit up.
Okay, now these are the bottom.
Okay, just
It's fine, Megan. Just leave it.
no. I need to make sure they're unlocked, kid.
Why is there such a big gap in the tree between the middle
It's
section
just how
and the
it
top
is.
section?
Oh, the picture on the side of the box is clickbait. It's all pretty and all perfect. This is not what it looks like on. It's so much shorter. It's like this high on the picture. So like.
Okay, give me the next one, please.
I'll let you do it since you're at the better.
Yeah.
So tell us about your putting up tree experiences, because I don't know about you guys, but I have never found putting up a Christmas tree. Yay! Oh, the bottom's not lit.
Well, that's because there's another one.
Okay. I've never found putting up a Christmas tree, whether it's a real Christmas tree or a fake one, to be easy. Let's put it that way. There's always some kind of challenge.
Yay!
Yay!
You're done.
With that,
Yeah, that's it.
now I have to go get the laundry and haul more bins and baskets up the stairs.
I didn't see the little gaps. In
Megan
the
brought
wall.
up another. That's also ornaments.
It's not very descriptive that it's just 2 lines. It doesn't show the block.
Keep that sheet though.
Yeah.
Obviously.
This is our Christmas tree. It's 3 triangles. Woo! With a detailed stand and a very basic tree part.
Megan has gotten the step stool so that she can fluff the top
I am tall.
and straighten the top. Now, we did discover last year that we are not able to get our star. It's like a crystal star. It won't go.
It's not safe. We need Andrew to do it.
Yeah.
We need Andrew's help.
No, it just doesn't stay.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm really.
It's not a matter of being tall enough.
No, I mean, like, Andrew puts it on there pretty good.
Yeah, I think it was too heavy though. Like the
Yeah.
star is too heavy for that little pokey uppy branch. So we just like stuck an ornament up there.
All the way up.
Ben's
They're
are
the same.
Ben's are longer.
No, mine no longer.
Ben has like chimpanzee arms or something. Orangutan arms. Okay, don't fall into the tree.
No, stop! No, I want to show you an example. You know, in the Jungle Cruise,
No
where he uses
examples.
his arms to jump rope. No. Okay, I'll go careful.
Do you mean the Jungle Book?
Jungle Book. Yeah. Oh god. Oh my god, this is scary.
Hold him. Spot him.
Okay, this is way too small for my big feet.
He's right it
I'm gonna
is.
just set it right there.
Okay, I'll get it. Get down.
No, I got it. Dear God, I feel like I'm gonna die. This is like death.
I will not let you die.
Isn't this a fun family activity?
Okay, no.
Okay.
Oh god, it's unstable. This tree is shaking when I touch it. So, oh my gosh.
have two tree skirts. This one is like our fancier one, and then we have a red and white, like traditional Santa skirt that we would usually use if we put up the little tree. Now I can wrap the presents.
Me too.
Yeah.
All of us do.
We can all wrap our presents. All three of us, our shopping is done. Maybe pull it just a smidge this way, honey.
Wanna bet Andrew's presents are gonna be just in the bags he bought them in on his way here.
We still actually don't know if Andrew is coming. Being a law student living on student loans, he doesn't really have money for a flight, and I really don't either. He asked his dad and his stepmom they were out there visiting him a couple weeks ago, and he asked his dad and his stepmom for a plane ticket home for Christmas for his birthday. His birthday is coming up here in a couple weeks. It's halfway between Thanksgiving and Christmas, basically.
Okay.
Yeah, just flatten that thing right there. Perfect.
Oh.
We have cute stockings. This is Megan's. Hers is a reindeer. We have tried in the past hanging them on the mantle, but I don't want to put nails in it, and those mantle metal things, they fall. They're heavy, and especially when you get stuff in the stockings.
What things?
Those metal mantle stocking holders, when you get stuff in the stockings, they fall off, yeah. Mine is Mrs. Claus, and my ex-husband's was Santa. So I kind of actually, these are super cute. I think they're from Land's End.
We had one for Shannon.
And we had one for Shannon, but hers weren't like these. Hers was
Puppy.
a doggy one, yeah. So I'd kind of like to get new stockings eventually, but again, that might be something to get new for a new home.
Yeah, I like hers right now. And we looked at like Target, there wasn't really.
Yeah, we didn't like any of them. And Andrew's is a snowman. Mine's Mrs. Claus. You want me to hang yours, Ben?
No, he should hang his.
Okay.
Here he comes.
Where's mine? Oh.
You left it over here? How rude. Here he goes.
Here we go. Yay.
Got it.
So that's about all we're going to do this year. We're just basically putting up the tree, the wreath, the stockings, and Megan's going to take the bins back downstairs now, and she still has to finish the laundry. This year we do have a bunch of other stuff, but again, like I wouldn't in the past put stuff on the table, and yeah, it's just us. Nobody's coming over, so it's not a big deal if we don't have any more than this. This is our Christmas decor. But we got the tree all done, and I always think it looks much prettier at night. But I hope you enjoyed this video, this vlog today of another little life at home, day in the life vlog, and centered around putting up our Christmas tree today. And just to mark the time, it's now, is that right?
1:35.
It's only 1:35.
Yeah.
That actually didn't take that long at all. How about you guys? Do you have your Christmas tree up? Do you put a Christmas tree up? How do you feel on the whole artificial versus real Christmas tree? Okay, real quick note about that. I read an article yesterday about which one is better for the environment. It's not as simple as you think. We always got real trees when I was growing up. And even up until, I want to say the last year my husband was here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. The last year my husband was here, so 2010, we still got real trees because he was here to help get it and put it up and everything. But then in 2011 or 12, one of those years, I didn't know what to do. I was a single mom, newly separated, didn't have any money, and I ended up putting up my little classroom Christmas tree that I used to put up in my classroom when I was a teacher. And Ben thought it was adorable, and Megan thought it was delightful, and Andrew was crushed. It was very tiny, and he was like really devastated. And so then the next year, my mom still had her big house then, and she had multiple artificial Christmas trees. So she gave us one of her big artificial pre-lit trees. And we used that until till 2 years ago, right?
2019,
Yeah, 2019 was last year. It stopped working. Yeah, all the lights started gradually burning out, and it completely just eventually died. and we put it out.
That one was well used.
Yeah, it was well used. So it had been used for probably 10 plus years, yeah, between my mom and us. And then we put it out at the curb and somebody took it. So, you know, they could put another, maybe they got the lights working again or put another string of lights on it or something. But, and then last year.
They probably didn't know it was broken.
No, I think I put it on Facebook that we were getting rid of our tree. Here's where it is. The lights don't work, but come get it if you want it. And somebody came and got it right away. I don't know if it was somebody that saw that I did that on Facebook or not, but anyway, and then grabbed it, yeah. But hey, for somebody who doesn't have a tree at all, if that meant that they got a tree,
Yeah.
because a real tree can cost over $100. And for a lot of people, that's just not in the budget. It wasn't for me when I was a newly single mom, so yeah. I was a single mom before I got married too for 5 years. When Andrew and I, it was just the two of us, I always just had a little tiny fake tree. I don't think we ever got a real tree in those years. So we got this one last year, and like I said, I documented that in last year's Christmas vlogs. It's pretty big. So depending on, I mean, I'm kind of anticipating this is the last year we'll have Christmas in this house. Hopefully.
Even summer, hopefully.
Yeah, we really want to be out of here before summer. And so we may not use this tree again, because it might be too big if we move into an apartment or a townhouse or something like that. We'll have to see. But I mean, I'm sure we could sell it, give it away, whatever. You know, we're at least going to get 2 years out of it. I'm certainly not going to throw it away. It's a perfectly good new tree. Thank you for joining us for this vlog today. Give us a thumbs up down below if you liked it. Hope you're all having a happy holiday season and that you are safe and well. Have a great day, everyone, and safe travels.